Greetings and welcome to the NVC Veterans Day event. Out of concern for the health, welfare, and safety of the Niseis, the membership, and community, this year's on-site Veterans Day event is canceled. I hope you understand and accept this video presentation in lieu of the on-site event. Today, we honor service members and veterans. We remember their achievements, their courage, their dedication, and we thank them for their sacrifices. Thinking of heroes who join us, and those who are only here in spirit, one cannot help feel awed by the enormity of what we encounter. We stand in the midst of true patriots and families and friends of those who served. Now I'd like to ask service members and veterans who are watching this video to please stand. I salute you and thank you for answering the call to duty. You have made our armed forces the most respected in the world. Thank you again. Now, I would like to ask the family members of veterans and service members to stand. We know you have lived through difficult times and often taken the heavy load to keep the home fires burning. Thank you for what you have done and continue to do today. Lastly, I'd like to ask our Gold Star family members to stand watching this video. We will never forget the ultimate sacrifice your family has made to our grateful nation. Thank you, Gold Star families. Throughout the country, people are gathering to remember, to honor, and to show gratitude to those who have served our country in the past and in the present. Our gathering is just one small part of a larger cause across the nation today and every day. It is one small way we can honor those who served and who have served and are making sacrifices so we can live in freedom today. In closing, I'd like to read a card signed by people thanking you for your service. Dear American hero, you bravely and proudly carried the burden of defending this country. And for that, there are no words to express our gratitude. Because of you, this country remains the greatest nation on earth. May God bless you, and may God bless America. Thank you for watching this video.
Here in the United States, we all benefit from the security that our active duty and military veterans provide for this nation. Today, we celebrate all members of the armed forces with recognition and gratitude. Here at the NVC Foundation, our focus is to assure that the legacy of the Nisei and other Japanese American veterans are remembered through education and events. Their heroism has helped to make a stronger and more secure nation for us all. So, on behalf of the NVC Foundation, we urge each of us to take time throughout our day to remember those who have served in the armed forces. On this Veterans Day, we salute your service and thank you for your dedication to our country.
Color guard, attention! Audience, please rise. And salute. If you are not in uniform, place your hand over your heart. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Color guard, honor the colors. Please recite with me the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag.
to the flag
Of the United States of
of
America.
the United States of America,
And to the republic.
and to the republic
For which it stands.
for which it stands,
One nation.
one nation,
Under God.
under God,
Indivisible.
indivisible,
With liberty and justice for all.
with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard, about face. Color guard, retreat.
Retreat after a long
Color guard, halt. 2. Color guard dismissed.
Aloha all. I'm Command Sergeant Major Jerry Walden, Command Sergeant Major of the 100 Battalion 442nd Infantry Regiment. And from the soldiers of the 100 Battalion 442nd and our companies in Hawaii, Guam, Saipan, and American Samoa, we say aloha, hafaday, and talofa. We thank you for helping us keep the 100 Battalion 442nd Infantry Regiment legacy alive through your partnership as we continue to carry the torch. Your teamwork and dedication to remembering Nisei veterans is a tribute to the Go for Broke spirit, which encourages us to be our best every day. The battalion would like to recognize and humbly thank all veterans who have served our great nation. And as always, go for broke.
Senator Murray, Senator Santos, Senator Hasegawa, Congressman Smith, Senator Cantwell, Consul General Inagaki, AUSA President Thompson, NVC Commander Walden Tanimoto, members of the Nisei Veterans Committee, honored veterans, family and friends, greetings. It is my distinct honor and privilege to address you today. 2020 has truly been a year unlike any other in modern history, and the experience of dealing with this pandemic has profoundly impacted all of our lives. CSM Walden and I regret we cannot be with you in person today to deliver this message, but our thoughts and prayers go out to all of you as we take time to remember veterans, especially the Nisei veterans of World War II. For many people alive today, this challenge has been the most significant of their lives. But for veterans, especially veterans of the greatest generation, this global crisis is another reminder that peace, good health, and security are a gift. Veterans know freedom is never guaranteed. Ensuring freedom requires individual sacrifice for the good of the nation. Veterans know this because they lived it every day as service members. My name is Benjamin Bloomstrom, and my grandmother is a Nisei American. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1930, Lillian Yasuko Matsuura served in post-occupation Japan as an American military civil servant. While serving in southern Honshu in the mid-1950s, she met and married my grandfather, Sergeant Glenn Leroy Bloomstrom Sr., a combat veteran and career soldier from Minnesota. Lillian and Glenn spent a life together and raised my father, Glenn Jr., during a time when prejudice and bigotry in the Army were still very prevalent towards Japanese Americans and interracial marriage. In spite of the difficulty, they persevered through a life marked at times by tumultuous social and political developments at home and combat tours to Korea and Vietnam. My grandparents' love and commitment transcended the turmoil of the day, and it stands as a testimony to the enduring, unifying power of the idea that America is the land of possibility for everyone, even in the face of intolerance and injustice. My father also served in the Army with combat tours to Panama, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Today, my brother and I serve in uniform with overseas deployments to many of the current global hotspots. Service has defined my lineage, and it is my most humble privilege now to carry the torch of the 100th Battalion 442nd Infantry Regiment and the Nisei veterans. Among those watching today, I imagine that my story is not unique. Many of you are proud descendants of Nisei veterans with similar stories of service, sacrifice, stories of overcoming adversity, hardship, and loss. While our history unites us, it's also a testimony to the power of the American idea that possibility and hope always exist for the future. Today, our nation is struggling with division and social unrest. Many Americans suffer, but we must look to the example of veterans who persevered through the hell of war to ensure freedom. We must defend that sacred freedom and take hope in the knowledge that America will emerge stronger if we're willing to endure hardship through unity and remain steadfast to the ideals on which our nation was founded. But we must never forget that for many veterans, the high ideals and platitudes which often accompany Veterans Day addresses such as this do very little to ease the terrible lingering pain which often comes through the personal experience of combat. On August 10th of this year, I had the privilege of participating in the memorial service to honor the passing of Sergeant Fred Yamashige, a Nisei veteran who served with the 442nd Infantry Combat Team in Italy. Fred fought in many of the battles for which our unit gained notoriety during World War II. He endured the harsh conditions and terrible, bloody combat associated with infantry operations. Fred's wartime experience was that of a typical 442 vet. He fought, He was wounded. He returned to duty. Fred continued doing this until he was discharged at the end of the war. After the war, Fred returned to Maui, and his service was relatively unknown, except by his immediate family and close friends. While speaking with Fred's son at the memorial service, I was not surprised to hear that Fred never spoke of his war with his family. For many veterans, the horror, confusion, and fear of war can never be forgotten. The physical and emotional scars sometimes never truly heal. For that reason, I challenge all of us on this day of remembrance to recommit ourselves to the work of peace. As the command team for the 100th Battalion, CSM Walden and I work every day to ensure that our unit remains focused on the mission, fighting and winning our nation's wars. I can assure you that the 100th Battalion is prepared as ever to defend freedom as it was in the past. To that end, I am proud to announce the relocation of Charlie Company 100th Battalion from its current home in Pongo Pongo, American Samoa, to Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington State by October 2021. This move will reinforce the training and readiness retention needs of the 100th Battalion in the coming years. And we know that the West Coast is home to many Nisei veterans and venerable organizations who will be just as excited to hear this announcement as we are to share the news. We are eager to meet many of you in the coming months and years. Yours is truly the legacy we strive to uphold every day through our pursuit of excellence as professional soldiers. We look forward to supporting the proud traditions of your organizations as we draw strength from the history of the 442. In closing, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all veterans for their service and sacrifice. Thanks also to the families and groups who support us every day. We sincerely appreciate your work on our behalf. God bless you all. God bless our nation's veterans, and God bless the 100th Battalion Infantry Regiment. Go for broke.
General Sherberg, on behalf of the NVC, welcome to the NVC Memorial Hall. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Walt. Today it's my pleasure to present to you a memorial plaque commemorating Bill Nakamura's heroism in the Second World War. I also have a commemorative coin which our association had struck to commemorate Bill's service. This sterling silver commemorative coin has been given among other people, Senator Cantwell, the Nakamura family, of course, and Buck Compton of the Band of Brothers. And here I would like to present it to you for the Nakamura Memorial display.
Thank you very much, sir. And again, on behalf of the NVC, thank you very much for these precious gifts. We will display them in honor of the Nakamura family. And we also thank the Association of the United States Army for this presentation. Thank you very much, sir.
I'd like to add one thing, and that is the legacy of Bill. These awards are appropriate and wonderful, but Bill had a legacy that perhaps is even more important, and that is he saved so many lives that day in Italy. The descendants of those soldiers he saved are his lasting glory, and they will live on generation after generation. Thanks to Bill.
Hi, I'm Adam Smith. I'm the congressman who represents the 9th District in the state of Washington, and I want to pass along a Veterans Day message to the Nisei veterans and thank them for all that they do for veterans in our community and for their service to our country. Every Veterans Day, I've had the honor of participating in Nisei veterans events. This year, of course, we are doing these things virtually. Apologize that I can't be there in person. I look forward to getting back to the point where we can do that. But I do want to recognize the incredible contributions made by the Nisei veterans, their service to our country in times of war, and also the service that they continue to give to our community in support of the Nisei veterans, but also in support of veterans everywhere, in support of our community. The sacrifices of the Nisei veterans are, well, they're inspirational. I think they get to the core of what America is all about. Because the Nisei veterans were fighting, putting their lives on the line and dying for our country. Even in many cases, our country was incarcerating their relatives in the horrible program from the World War II that locked up so many of our Japanese Americans. Their commitment to this country can never be questioned. I cannot tell you how much I admire the Nisei veterans and all they have done for our community. And I want to pass along that message on this Veterans Day. Thank you.
Nikkei veterans, their families, and friends, I am Hisao Inagaki, the new Consul General of Japan in Seattle. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your celebration as you honor the service of U.S. military veterans, past and present, living and dead on this day. Right after I arrived in Seattle in late August, I visited the Lakeview Cemetery with my wife and dedicated a flower wreath at the Nisei War Memorial. We were deeply moved by the experience and subsequent tour of the NVC Memorial Hall, and once again were convinced that the friendly relationship between the United States and Japan that we now enjoy would not have been possible without their sacrifices. This year marks the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II, and today Japan and the United States are strong allies sharing common fundamental values and mutual strategic interests. The Japan-US alliance plays a major role in maintaining the stability and prosperity not only of the Asia-Pacific region but also of the world. The alliance between our two countries thrives not on convenience or self-interest, but a strong friendship as exhibited by Operation Tomodachi at the time of the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake. The U.S. soldiers' selfless rescue and relief efforts deeply touched the hearts of Japanese people. Their outpouring support and sacrifices will never be forgotten. I hope you will continue to stay strong and healthy under the current pandemic, and truly look forward to getting to know each of you in person in the very near future. Thank you.
I, Michael J. Yaguchi.
I, Terrence Shapley.
I, Princess K. Hall.
I, Gregory Igler.
I, Alan Nakamoto.
I, Dale Kaku, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Solemnly swear.
To support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
And bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
To obey the orders of the President of the United States and officers appointed over me.
According to regulations and a uniform code of military justice.
So help me God.
Thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you for helping and serving our country.
Thank you for your selflessness and service to our country.
Thank you, veterans. This park is thanks to you and our freedom. We all have you to thank for that. Thank you so much, and thanks to you, our country is safe. So,
to all the people in uniform, past, present, and future, thank you for sacrificing your lives for our country and freedom. I honor each of you today. Special thanks to my grandpa, who served in the Army during World War II as a 442nd. You will forever be my hero. Thank you for service.
Thank you to all the past and present veterans for your service. We are grateful for your bravery and sacrifice for the country.
Thank you for your service to this country and for your dedication to the Japanese American community.